connectional first vice, Brother Simon Masoko, began this journey, knowing that most of us, I think out of the connection, there are probably about 3 or 4 districts that have had some plans as it relates to how we do this, these responsibilities that are placed upon us. He started in 2020, putting some committees together to come up with guidelines to do this. My brothers and my sisters, this is a very important part of the lay ministry. That responsibility, first vice, recruit and retain. Recruit. Well, now, Brother Simon, he's no longer our first. We have a new first vice, Dr. Henderson. We were hoping, and I'm not talking down, but I'm hoping that it still come about, that she would continue what he had started. Like I said, Brother Simon has started this committee. There are 3: recruitment, retention, and reclaiming. These committees were in place because we need a process, a unified process to make sure that we are accomplishing what our duties, our office calls for. So, anyway, we've been having some meeting under her leadership, and perfectly, like I said, there's some things that I mentioned in the last meeting referencing what was happening under the former vice administration, and hopefully we will move in that direction, putting these committees together so that we can come up with a unified approach to doing the ministry. My brothers and my sisters, of course, it is not an easy road, but we can accomplish it if we really get serious about it. We're talking about bringing people into the ministry. I know we must look at our organization, lay organization. When you see organization, there are some who perceive it as being adversarial. But anyway, we have to start using the term lay ministry, because that is what it's going to be about. It's about how you bring people into the ministry. We got to be spiritual. It's not an act. It's a ministry. So when we are able to communicate and to talk to our brothers and sisters about becoming a part of our ministry, we have to come from a spiritual point of view. We have to be foundation in our approach, because that's because a lot of times we want to be a part because we hear about, well, we travel here, we travel there, this and that, whatever, and not see the real purpose of the lay organization. How we train the members of the church, especially officers, so that they can better do their job. That's a very big responsibility. A lot of times, and I'm saying all of this because we want to really approach it. This duty and responsibility of the first vice encompasses all of that. So our approach has to be that we have to see it. We have to see the value in the organization. That's important. It's a part of our church, part of our denomination. And it's been given a great responsibility. And they got to see us as one that is spiritual first, as opposed to anything else. We got to sell it in that light. So I think we have some great leadership in the organization. We've had it over the years. We thank God for our current leadership, the executive board, and our president, who's really moving things forward and always talking about helping us to be more spiritual, be more engaging in training, etc. So I'm just praying that as we get involved, just wanted to share, like I said, with you what it's all about, so that when we call on you, well, in this same light, I want to ask right now, we need to have a meeting, the first vice, from the local level to the conference level. We need to have a meeting because we're going to get started on some things, even if we don't have a connectional guideline. We got to get started doing some things. So I want to ask the question, how many first vice do we have here in this meeting right now? From the local all the way up to the conference. How many? Could you stand so I can see that your hands, everybody looking? Could you just please stand? All the first vice. Well, we don't have many right now, but here, I would like to have a meeting with you, with all of you, today, after 4, about 10, 15 minutes, because I know you have other things to do in room C, ballroom C. It's just some things I want to share when we get together and do some things. I appreciate it very much that we come and let us come together, have a conversation, and let us get started with the work that we've been assigned to do for many, many years, but now we see it as one that we really need to step up to the plate and do what we've been called to do. So again, Mr. President, I thank you for this opportunity, and I pray that first of all, it starts at the local level. We know everything starts at the local level, because we can't do anything up here if it's not here. That's where the rubber meets the road, the local level. So that's why we have to train those local first vice. Okay, my time is up. But anyway, all right, Mr. President. And so presidents, y'all, okay, please help us get this accomplished. Thank you, Mr. President.
When I hear about the pandemic, I hear a ton of negative things about the pandemic. Let me share with you that it has allowed me to be able to do some things that I had not even dreamed of. I first started with the president by having 2 Zoom meetings with him. And then later I learned how to do and conduct Zoom meetings. That is a rush in itself. I would like for you to know that I have officially met with all 6 of the conferences, the president and the historiographer. I want you to know that I have been working. If you look at my report, please look at my report. Number 1, we reported for the connectional legalization, and our information was in Brother Ayers' information. And the person from the 7th District was J.T. Mims. James T. Williams Mims, I think is his name. On the second page, on the first page, it has the website for you to be able to order the books. The second page, down to the bottom of the page, because I want to be creative and I did not want to take up a lot of the president's time, at the very bottom of the page is my report. It starts with CF report. You have to click on it, and then it takes you to the website. It opens up, it has a table of contents, and it's 11 pages. Some of the information that I got from that is from the book that was published by Bishop James. Oh, and as I'm standing, who was the bishop in the 7th District in 1948? Good question. What I tried to do was to encourage all of the levels to please place the historiographer on the agenda. Always. The historiographer at the conference and district level should report to their level, and then later report to me. The work, as we heard, is all divine. This is a great work. It's a little frustrating, but the work at the end, the work is great. I will meet with the historiographer because I'm learning how to do good things and creative things by Zoom. I will schedule that per se. The president has said that I can do 2 things at the same time. Thing number 2. This is a book that's published by Sister Abigail Huguenin. Sister Huguenin is the wife of Dr. Andrew Huguenin, who was one of the presidents of South Carolina State University. He was also the president of Alabama A&M. Dr. Huguenin retired now, but his wife authored a book about members of the 29446 area, Green Pond, South Carolina. My information is on page 35 or 37 in this book. I took 8 pictures. 5 of those pictures are in the book. I will send the information to the president so that hopefully that he can do an e-blast, so that you will support the book. Sister Giddy and Dr. Giddy are members, no matter where they have been, they are members at Whitehall AME Church. And as I close, I want you to know that my local president is here with me today. Thank you.